In race 4, you have 7 runners carded. In fact, it was 8 runners carded, but we have the late, in fact, scratching of the David Ferraris runner number 5, Ring on Time. That scratching doesn't make the task any easier because you can actually give an excuse or make a case for most of the runners to actually win this very competitive MR90 handicap to be contested over 1,200 meters. Well, you've heard of the jockey change due to the weight issue on number 1, Decorated Hero. Lucky Hudalakis has picked up the chance ride. Brett Smith is around but can't make that weight. Decorated Hero, well, we spoke to both Brett Smith and Piere Strydom, and the Decorated Hero certainly is a class act. Mass shouldn't be too much of a problem. This one has bumped some of the best, including that last run before going on that lengthy rest behind Slavini, who was voted the oldest sprinter of the year. In fact, won an Equus Award recently at the awards held at Caesars Maximus. So certainly number 1, a Decorated Hero, should be included in all bets. We spoke to Michael de Kock about number 2, Mr. Bimbo, who has won over this course over the longer trip of 1,600 meters, has some very, very strong credentials. There's that second to Federal Reserve, beaten by a head. Fiery Fred, well, we know what Fiery Fred did in the Daily News, recently held in KwaZulu-Natal. That was a 1 3/4 length defeat. Class act, no doubt about it. 1,200 meters, well, Michael did say that perhaps it may be on the sharp side, but I think a class act like this, in fact, that being accustomed to going to over those longer trips may just be to Mr. Bimbo's advantage. Marco van Rensburg, well, he made the most of his chance ride in race 3. He's in a strong position to repeat that feat in race 4, for he has picked up the chance ride on number 2, Mr. Bimbo. For number 3, Silvermoon, you just have to look 2 runs back, which was the last run by Silvermoon on the sand track, was the second 2 1/4 lengths to the very, very, very useful Eventual. It was written by Piere Strydom on the day, and I do recall Piere Strydom in his post-race interview saying that perhaps people made it sort of an open shut case for Eventual, but it is racing, and Silvermoon was one of those runners that did give a bit of cheek to the eventual winner, Eventual. So certainly big respect for number 3, Silvermoon. We move on to the course and distance specialist. That's number 6, Gold Rush. Over 2 starts over 1,200 meters, has yet to be beaten. Last time out was reported not striding out when beaten by Nasty Enterprise. A surprise winner on that day, given the fact that Nasty Enterprise hadn't the best form coming into the race, a useful sort, and hadn't raced on the Vaal sand track. So I think draw a line through that, and Gold Rush must be included in all permutations. 7, Westpoint, well, we've touched on this with Piere Strydom, who rides for brother-in-law Louis Goosen. You heard that they've taken doubles with the previous winner, that is in race 3, so there is a lot of confidence. Comes back in distance to 1,200 meters, but the Minister of Transport is aboard. Good draw of 2, and so we should expect a big, big run. Well, for trifectas and quartets, if others more fancy and fluff their lines, number 8, Rear Guard Hero, what about that? Is weighted to carry 52.5 kgs. Last run was beaten into 4th, beaten by just 3 lengths by Nasty Enterprise. That was ahead of number 6, Gold Rush, who's currently priced up at 7-2, whereas number 8, Rear Guard Hero, is priced up at 8-1. Problem with the Rear Guard Hero, if Rear Guard Hero should run into the trifectas and quartets, certainly must jump on terms, and on this particular surface, being thrown away could be a big, big disadvantage. I think Clyde Basil is the man who's going to help us most in this particular heat, race for the opening leg of the jackpot. I personally would say go as many horses as you can, but Clyde, I'm sure, will spot one that could possibly get us out of it. They're going to be leaving the parade ring pretty shortly, and Clyde will be back with his views on how they went down.
Runners for the 4th race is merit rated 90 handicap, now leaving the parade ring on their way to the track. Take you through the changes one more time in this race. Number 1 will be ridden by Lucky Hudalakis. Number 2, Marco van Rensburg. Number 4, Paul Devlin. Number 5 is a scratching. Number 6, Jason Jago, now the rider. Number 2, Mr. Bimbo going by, Marco van Rensburg. Number 6, Gold Rush, Jason Jago. Number 1, Decorated Hero, Lucky Hudalakis. Number 7, Westpoint, Piere Strydom. Number 4, High Jump, Paul Devlin. Number 8, Rear Guard Hero, Art VanderLingen. 3, Silvermoon, Lisa Prestwood. About 10 minutes to go, latest betting. Number 7, Westpoint is at 18 to 10. 6, Gold Rush, 28 to 10. 3, Silvermoon, 4 to 1. 1, Decorated Hero is at 5 to 1. 2, Mr. Bimbo, 6 to 1. 4, High Jump, 7 to 1. And 8, Rear Guard Hero is 10 to 1. Westpoint is favourite, and there's 18 to 10 an offer. So back with us here at the Vaal Racecourse, opening leg of the jackpot, about 9 minutes to go, and Westpoint is favourite. There is one board offering 18 to 10 here, and Gold Rush is second choice at the moment at 28 to 10. Silvermoon is at 4 to 1. Let's have a look at the few we've selected, although I must say that it's a tough call, this, and very hard to work this one out. I know there's a lot of confidence with Westpoint, but let's look at number 1, Decorated Hero, go down. He hasn't run for a long time. We haven't seen him in action since November of last year, and you'll see here in this particular event where he looked well with it himself. I thought he looked okay. Number 7, Westpoint, making his way down to the start. Westpoint was second to Naciente Prize over the 1400 the last time he came racing. He's in at 12 now. He's won his races over the 14, I know, the one race anyway over the 1400, but he certainly, I don't think it'll be a problem over the 1200 today. Looked well too. And then the other one we'll look at is number 3, Silvermoon, the filly. Jan Breedt's Yard's been in a bit of form. They had a cracking run to Eventuel, beaten only a couple of lengths. And then, of course, that last start to Kiefar's Secret in Durban maybe didn't suit her. But she looked well enough on the way down to the gate. But you can't rule anything else out, to be quite honest with you. I think Mr. Bimbo may be on the sharp side for him. He's probably not going to, he may just need it today. High Jump, I think, is alive in the race. And Gold Rush is well suited to the course. And I know Cecil's even mentioned Rear Guard Hero, so really and truly it's a tough call, this one. To be no surprise to see if a horse like Decorated Hero even keeps going. Let's go and ask Cecil Mthembu about this event.
Well, thanks very much to Clyde Basil, and listening to Clyde, I'm more confused than I was before we heard from him. However, number 7, Westpoint. Well, I'd say I'm going to stick my neck out on the line here purely by the draw at the weights, experience on this particular Vaal stand track, and the confidence that we got from the stable. However, I would not be ashamed or embarrassed to see, as you say, numbers 1, Decorated Hero, Mr. Bimbo, and number 3, Silvermoon, certainly come out and turn the form book as far as bookmakers betting goes. Number 6, Gold Rush, well, we have to draw a line through that, and possibly that could be the other joke in the pack. Just a reminder that Jason Jago has picked up a chance right there in place of the stood down Juan Martinez Mene, who reported ill after 1 or 2 races earlier on in the day. Very, very open race. And number 7, Westpoint, is my tentative first choice, but numbers 1, 2, and 3, Decorated Hero, Mr. Bimbo, and number 3, Silvermoon, certainly not out of it, as is the case with the Course and the Distant Hero. Very, very open race. A jackpot first leg. I'd say if you can afford it, go as many runners as you can in this particular race, because it is one of those races where anything can win. That's it from this side. I'm sorry we cannot shed any more light. We're going to follow the money and make Striker Strydom, who wasn't too put off by the fact that they were coming back to the 1200 meters, and the brother-in-law, who was confident as far as saying that they had taken doubles, will go with that sort of confidence, and perhaps we might just come out of it alive. But it's a fascinating race, the first of 2 MR90 handicaps, and certainly we're in for a treat in both those events. We'll leave you in a few minutes to get your jackpots on, and we'll be back after a client who calls them back from the 1200 meter mark.
The horses are behind the 1200 metre starting gates. Field is 7. In about a couple of minutes' time, they'll be sent back home. Remind you, the 4th race, opening leg of the jackpot. Latest bidding here, Westpoint top of the boards now 16 to 10. Number 6, Gold Rush, is at 33 to 10. 3, Silvermoon, is at best price available 11 to 2. 1, Decorated Hero, is 11 to 2. 2, Mr. Bimbo, 7 to 1. 4, High Jump is 8 to 1. It's 10 to 1, and upwards to the others. Mr. Bimbo now into 6 to 1. So Rearguard Hero is 10 to 1 at the end of the board. Westpoint then top of the boards, favourite, is about a 17 to 10 on offer. The flag is up now for the fourth race, a merit rated 90 handicap. Loading at the 1200 metre mark. High jumpers loading. Silvermoon is ready. Gold Rush has gone in. Rear guard Hero. Decorated Hero. Mr. Bimbo. Westpoint going in together. They're all in. And away they go. Got them away to a good break. Silvermoon on the inside came out well, racing right up alongside a Westpoint. Gold Rush is third, then Decorated Hero, and High Jump is about 5-6 lengths off that leader as they become homeward bound. Mr. Bimbo and Rearguard Hero, your trailers. They race into the 700 now. It's Silvermoon on the inside, the leader from Westpoint, and Gold Rush in third. Decorated Heroes right up the middle of the track with the red cap on, and back at the rail is High Jump now as they work their way down by the 500. Silvermoon continues to lead, has it by a length and a half. Westpoint is back in second. Gold Rush is third. Then came Decorated Heroes, got 4 lengths to make up, and they're into the final 350. Silvermoon's the one they got to get to. Silvermoon back at the rail, the leader a length and a bit from Westpoint. Gold Rush is third, then Decorated Hero, 200 to go. It's Silvermoon still the leader, and Westpoint's now moved up alongside of her. Then Gold Rush about 100 and a bit to go, and Westpoint wants to get the money, and Westpoint with 100 to go goes on too strongly. Westpoint to win by 2 3/4. Silvermoon was second. Mr. Bimbo ran on for third. Gold Rush behind those. Decorated Hero, Rearguard Hero was further back, and High Jump just not raising a gallop. So Westpoint under Piere Strydom, this 4-year-old son, a special preview in a double for Louis Goosen. They come home best of all today, and Piere ensures that. Westpoint moved up to Silvermoon, who was travelling well enough. She wasn't going to give in that quickly anyway, but with about 150 to go, once Piere and Westpoint put the pressure on the filly, she just didn't seem to handle it, and so Westpoint goes right on by, and he goes on to win by 3 lengths as they come down to the wire and win it quite comfortably. Second to Silvermoon. Mr. Bimbo caught the eye and running on in the closing stages. Gold Rush was back in 4th position, not doing enough for the sake of the PA today. Decorated Hero, 63 kgs on his back, probably also needing that run, and Rearguard Hero further back. High Jump just not putting it in nowadays. Let's have a look at the head-on replay. 400 metres from home, and on the inside, Silvermoon was the one to get to, but Piere not panicking. He seemed to have it all together with 200 metres left to go, although he started asking Westpoint at the 400 with the last 200 to come. Once Westpoint moved up to Silvermoon and she didn't rally back, well then it was for Westpoint to kick away from the field. So Westpoint goes on and does win quite comfortably here at the end. So good luck to the boys who got the double, the 3rd and 4th races. With that now, let's go back to Teletrack. $16-10 was the starting price about the winner. Number 7, Westpoint. Second to number 3, third number 2, and fourth number 6. 7, 3, 2, 6 was the result of race number 4. And returning now to the number 1 box is number 7, Westpoint. Westpoint is a 4-year-old son of Special Preview, owned by André and Cornelia Steenkamp. Piere Strydom, the winning rider. Louis Goosen, winning trainer of the double. Starting prices, winner 16 to 10.
Welcome back. We've just seen the running off the opening leg of the jackpot this afternoon at the Vaal. Race 4 on the card. A very competitive look about the race, but the money said it all. And the confidence from the connections, namely trainer Louis Goosen and the Piere Strydom earlier on when we spoke to him, was in abundance. Oh no, it's André Steenkamp. Nice to see you back on course, and definitely another sign that the confidence today was all about the two runners, the one in the third and the one in the fourth.
Yes, absolutely. This is the fourth win on the sand for Westpoint, son of Special Preview. I'd like to thank Louis and Lauren and obviously Piere for riding the horse, and for all the people that have supported this horse. Stuart Beaton there in Belito and all my friends in Secunda. And I'd like also to congratulate my wife, who's a partner in this horse with me.
That's Mrs. Cornelia Steenkamp.
That's correct, yes, sir.
Well, it seems happy times for the stables, and I hope that things continue well for this season that we've just embarked on.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. For the second time we speak to Louis. Last time Piere rode at Westpoint, you had actually completed another double. In fact, I can't remember the winner of the maiden.
You did right. It was Stag Dance.
Stag Dance.
Yes, yeah.
That was Roberto Sasso.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, Roberto rode Stag Dance. He picked the ride up or something, yeah. No, he rode him, yes. Yeah, yeah. The Westpoint was part of two doubles, yeah, on the sand.
So memory serves right, and it's deja vu. And Louis, I'm happy for you. The double has come through, and again, the stable's sticking over nicely.
Yes, you should have heard the guys on the third floor shout. It was wonderful. They had a lot of tote double. Our voices are gone. It was nice for us. I said to Andre, he must come through. This horse can win. Andre is obviously very confident when he's got Piere on, and especially this horse. Pierre's won all his races on him. You know, the sand form stands up, Cecil. He was one of the better sand horses. Him and Gold Rush, there was a bit of form here, but on the sand, he's had 7 runs. This horse was battling to win his second win. Guys, this was a one-time winner. He got beat in Bloom in the maidens. He just won a maiden. He was battling to win another race. We've now had 7 runs on the sand, 3 wins, 3 wins, 2 seconds, 2 fourths on the sand, and his other race was at Germiston. So he has a sand horse that's been given another life. He has an owner that's earning checks, and that's so positive for me, and I enjoy the sand.
And a happy trainer to boot.
a very happy, voiceless horse trainer. Yeah.
Good luck to you, Louis. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Piere completes his double with Westpoint, adding to the winner in the opening leg of the pick six. So he's opened both the pick six and the jackpot. Next up is race 5 on the card. We'll be back with that preview shortly. The champ jockey is a bit tired, but we will get a chance to talk to him, I'm sure, before end of proceedings this afternoon. That's it from this end. Enjoy the replays of race 4.